W5MW in the group, WZ5Q. Returning. Look at all my gauges. Now, there's 17 meters on this transmitter. 17, that's right. I love it. Alright, they're all showing what they're supposed to be showing. Yes, they are. Little buddy's working good. Yep. Power supply is working good. Everything's working good. Oh. Everything except for the frequency counter. Now what? It was working. Now it ain't working. Oh, crap. Well, maybe I need to smack. Yep, needed a smack. See what it's doing. 25 cycles high. I guess I need to put that on the bench, and it's got a bunch of chips in it, and Nixie tubes and all of that. They probably all need to be cleaned. Yeah, I don't think I've done that in about 15 years. It's probably due. Ah, jeez. Well, I saw that picture of that breaker, Lynn. Yeah, that breaker, they'll do that. They start getting a little resistance in there, and man, it'll arc, and now it even creates more resistance, and it just gets hotter and hotter, and it starts arcing, and man, you just have all kinds of problems. I had on the Alpha 89, I had a fuse holder that did the same thing. It started arcing on the inside, and it burnt that whole doggone thing through there, man. The terminal, it got so hot it actually melted the plastic where it screwed into the chassis. So, I mean, once you start getting some resistance on something, boy, it'll get hot. It'll do that for sure. You gotta have some good connections. Evidently something probably arced over. That wasn't a good fit, probably. Those little fingers weren't biting into it very good, and it started arcing when you was drawing some current, probably from the amplifier. I think you said you had that in your water heater tied together. That's a lot of current. And if the connection wasn't good, then it probably started arcing, and then you got your carbon in there, and then it just got worse and worse. Unfortunately, to the point to where you had to change the load center because you lost that position there. So it always sounds like it all worked out. Now, I'm glad you got your Majestic kicking. Yeah, I hadn't even thought about that. I guess that thing is so high gain, from being back then, they didn't have real good antennas. Well, you could say some of them big antennas that they stuck on there, them big loopers that they'd stick on top of them. But if you get too strong of a signal, it'll do just that, just overload the receiver. Overload the first section and everything else past it. So that's what it sounded like then. It sounded like you put a regular antenna on there and able to drop the gain down, and it just you weren't overloading the receiver anymore. So I'm glad you was able to get it all tuned up and you're actually using it. That's the good thing. Hell, a lot of people got them and they don't even use them. They had a guy at Belton this last time that I had went, and man, he had a horseshoe, of tables, all with those older receivers. Nothing as fine and fancy as yours. But he had some old ones there. They were nice. I spent about 15, 20 minutes looking at all of them. And buddies want me to buy one. I said, no. I said, I need that like I need a hole in my head, but I sure am going to sit here and look at them. He said, well, enjoy. Oh, it was pretty. Well, Chad, you gonna, that's gonna be a good trip Thursday. That's gonna be a good day too, 'cause I think Thursday and Friday, I think there's a slight chance of rain here. I don't know what it's gonna be like down there, but it's gonna get cold again next week. The weather lady was saying. So you picking a good day to go up there and get you some tubage and some other goodies. Going to the candy store. Damn, I wish he was closer. That's just as far to go to his place as it is to Belton for me. Yeah, that's a 6.5 hour drive. Oh man, I'll make it there one of these days. I keep saying that, but you know. Well, I'm gonna need a bunch of parts for my big transmitter. Oh, I know I still need to find some. I've been kind of holding off to go over there, but hell, he might not have nothing by the time I decide to go. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Well, I'm happy how this goes. Oh, well, I gotta send y'all a picture of how I got everything set up now. And now I got the little buddy exciting the big rig, and I got everything over here on the big table instead of the temporary table. So I'm gonna have to send y'all that picture. I'd sent Chad one already. But I'll send y'all some, and that's just a temporary tile. I ain't even built all the shelves and everything, you know, that's supposed to go up on it. And then all the cable drops will come down from the top from the cable trays. Right now that's just all hanging over. But yeah, I'll have to send y'all. I'll do that next on this next go round. So be ready for your phones to get a couple pictures there. Well, we're missing somebody. I ain't heard Greg. I know he's probably in the house. He probably don't want to do like you did, Dave, and go out to the cold shop, you know. But now you're comfortable up you probably. You know, if he would have got out here earlier, then he'd be comfortable too now, and he wouldn't be dreading coming out to a shop. You know, I'd send him an element for the. You know, I took one of those Fillmore crystals and I retrofitted it into the A-static element carrier, and put the foil and all that back on it, and tested them all. And man, I tell you what, out of the 3 crystals, one of them fell apart. Out of the 3 crystals I had, I was able to put 2 of them. So I sent one to Greg for him to have, since he donated all those bad elements. And I was kind of curious to see how he liked it, but you know, I shipped it to him via pirate ship there about USPS, and it did good from here all the way till it got to Houston. And he was supposed to get it Tuesday, and but it has been sitting over there in Houston since last Tuesday. I mean, they just said, "Oh, it's going to be late. Oh, it's on track, but it's going to be late." And it's been sitting over there in Houston, not probably, you know, 4 miles away from his house, you know, since last Tuesday. So that they need to get off their asses and get that thing delivered. Now, I just can't believe that. They've been over there a week now, you know, waiting to be delivered. Huh. Yeah, good old Houston. NE5TX in the group, WZ5Q.